Vice President Kamala Harris appeared on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shade podcast, and the word salad was most certainly being served. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Vice President Kamala Harris appearing on NFL Hall of Fame football player Shannon Sharpe's Club Shade podcast. Now, spoiler alert, this was not a hard-hitting interview. It was kind of softball, but it's Shannon Sharpe. Listen, I don't expect Shannon Sharpe to give Kamala Harris a hard-hitting interview when the mainstream media doesn't want to do it. If they can't make her answer questions, then how is Shannon Sharpe going to do it? But beyond that, I like Shannon Sharpe a lot. The Cat Williams episode was tremendous. I think I read that the Cat Williams Shannon Sharpe interview was the biggest podcast episode in the history of podcasting. Not just of Shannon Sharpe's show, but in the history of podcasting. It's really big. His platform is very popular. They got the Nightcap with Ocho Cinco. Really, really good podcaster, really good YouTuber, overall good content creator. Now, Kamala, on the other hand, not so much. She's not really good for TV or any kind of forum where they got to have her talking. But before I go any further into it, let's get straight to the clips. I will link to the entire 1 hour podcast and all the individual clips in the box if you want to see and hear without my commentary. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
So breakfast, what does Madam VP eat for breakfast, or do you have time to, or is it on the go?
No.
I told you it was not a hard-hitting interview. So let's just get straight to the beginning. What do you eat for breakfast, Madam VP?
When I was younger, I didn't think I needed breakfast. I wasn't a breakfast eater.
Okay.
Now I have breakfast every morning. It's usually a spinach omelet. It's not very exciting.
Right.
But it's protein with a little vegetable. And, I like chicken, apple sausage, and some toast. And then I'm gone.
That's not a bad meal. Okay. Kamala looks like, okay, I'll give Kamala a compliment right here. She looks to be in pretty decent shape. Okay. She's not a bit back or anything like that. So I think she may have a good diet. So that is, I'll give her that.
So breakfast, what is?
All right. So that was a breakfast question. Let's keep on going here. Speaking about food, let's get to the first batch of word salad. Okay. We're going to serve that with a nice big cold glass of nothing. And you're going to swig that on down and enjoy it. Check it out.
And we stand then in that path, knowing that we also have the honor and the duty of excelling in every way possible, being able to see what is possible and not be burdened by other people's limited ability to see the same.
There you go. That's that burdened by what has been. She got about 10 vocabulary words, and she uses them whenever the opportunity presents themselves. 10 vocabulary words aside from your regular words you use every day. But let's watch this. Medicare for All.
Is Medicare for All a priority for you?
What is a priority for me is making sure that access to health care is a right and not just a privilege of those who can afford it. Mm-hmm. That's why
No Medicare for All. She was getting ready to not answer the question, but maybe they kind of coach her. It's like, look, Kamala, I know you want to, when you kind of like hearing certain things, you want to respond in a certain kind of way, but you got to answer the question and then explain it. So that was probably a coaching point for Kamala. Let's keep on going.
Unreasonable search and seizure. Your Fifth Amendment right, your Sixth Amendment right to an attorney.
Well, a lot of rights going to be gone. The First Amendment.
But the First Amendment, the Second Amendment.
Yes.
So I think she's talking about Trump here. Let me read the caption. Kamala just claimed that President Trump will take away the First Amendment. The Second Amendment, her administration censored people who criticized their C-19 policy. She was on camera multiple times saying she wants gun confiscation. What a joke.
Look, I'm in favor of the Second Amendment. I don't believe we should be taking anybody's guns away. He wants to terminate the Constitution of the United States. Unreasonable search.
I don't know where they get all these things from. Where did they get these things? Turn the Constitution and put people in camps. Where did they get these things from? Is it just a mainstream media creation? Is it coming from the politicians? Are the people who say these things the one who spread the misinformation about it? That's kind of what it seems like to me, because I don't hear about it any other place except for a leftist kind of platform in which they just say whatever. All right, let's keep on going. The border, that's a big issue.
I put my record up to anybody in terms of how strongly I feel about having a secure border and making sure that there is not that kind of trafficking into America.
Okay, if that's how you feel, Kamala, and I'm sorry for the freeze frames, but if that's how you feel, then why is the border wide open? Why do we have so many more border encounters, documented border encounters, not just the gotaways? Why do we have so many more border encounters now than we had under President Trump? Again, the number is between 2.1 and 2.4 million documented border encounters under Trump's presidency from January 17 until January 21. January 21 up until August 24, not even the full 4 years, about a little over 3.5. There's been, 8.7 million documented border encounters? So how do you explain that big jump? If your priority is keeping the border secure, keeping Americans safe, then why has the numbers of border crossings exponentially risen? Why did you guys do away with what Trump had done to keep the border secure? Why did you stop the border wall from being built that Trump was in the process of building, and he built 450 miles? Why did you guys decide to stop doing that if the concern is of having a secure country and a secure border? Let's keep on rocking.
The problem that they have to you is that you're making political promises and that you're just pandering. The problem that I have with that, it just seems like only black people pander. Like when other candidates go on shows and they say they're going to do this, they're not pandering.
But Shannon, listen to me now. The problem is that this lady's not black. So the issue of pandering is you are not black, pretending to be black to pander to a black audience. You're not an authentic person. You know, it's a lack of authenticity. Trump has the authentic nature to him. It doesn't matter if he's a billionaire, trillionaire, he's an authentic person. He is who he is. But Kamala, just like any other politician, fake. We the people don't like that. That's the problem with the pandering thing, Shannon.
They're telling you, laying out their elaborate plan on what they're going to do. But it seems to you, when you promise that if I'm president, this is what I'm going to do in the first 90 days. This is what I'm going to do. My administration is going to do while I'm in office. You're pandering. How do you get through to those?
And it's not even about her plan being pandering, because the thing about it is we've been trying to get some policy from her. When she first announced she was going to run, people are talking about, oh, well, her policies are good. She has good policies. When you go to the website, there were some policies listed. So how do you know what the policies are? And then we try to ask her a question about her policy. She doesn't want to answer the question. So all she has is, okay, I got this black scent I'm going to throw in Detroit, or I'm going to speak differently when I'm in Pittsburgh or something like this. That's all that she has. So that's why the pandering thing is there. But I digress. I'm getting triggered.
Those that says, look, this is what I'm going to do. If I'm elected president, these are the policies, and they will lead to meaningful and impactful change.
Well, part of it is just to be candid. I think that there's sadly a misinformation out there about who I am and what I've done. Because if
are you black? Yes or no? Yay or nay?
If people are informed about fact, they will know that almost everything that I'm talking about doing as president is built on a foundation of work that I've been doing for years.
Okay, if that's the case, then where's the success story in your story? Where is the success story in your story? Now, I've not watched this clip yet. I'm watching it for the first time right now as I'm recording this. I got a couple dollars on her getting ready to say I've prosecuted transnational organizations. I got a hunch that that's coming. And if it's not going to happen right now in this last few seconds of the video, it's going to happen at a certain point in the interview with Shannon. I can already feel it.
If it is about economic empowerment of the black community and all communities, I've been working on that. As vice president, I am responsible for billions. Okay,
so they cut the clip off right there, but I'm willing to bet if it would have let it go, the record as a prosecutor would have been brought up, which may not necessarily be the best thing to do. Okay, that might not be what people actually want. Let's keep on going.
My point is we got to strengthen the border, and we need to have an immigration system that is fair and humane and strong in terms of making sure that people have to earn citizenship. They have to work hard to get it. My plan includes also strengthening what we need to do in terms of, illegal entry in between ports of entry. My point is.
Okay, she's so weird because her whole thing is about, we need a system to get the migrants in legally. It's called legal immigration. It's called legal immigration, Kamala. It's a simple thing. We got some more word salad.
I try to share with young people to remind them that you cannot ever be burdened by other people's limited ability to understand who you are. Like, don't let their limited ability burden you about your own ability.
There go that burden about what it's been. She loves that word, burden. That's like one of her favorite vocabulary words. That's a brand new word she learned in the past couple of years. All right, let's keep on going.
He talks about military service members as being uncourageous, as being cowards, suckers, and losers.
The same old talking points, the same old debunked nonsense, just like Charlottesville, good people on both sides, all that stuff. It's like, man, come on, man. This is the year 2024, not 2017. Let's update the talking points, please. All right, dust that old book off and get a new edition out there. Let's keep on going.
Polls suggest that voters trust President Trump, former President Trump, more on the economy. What can you tell the voters, our viewing audience, our listening audience, that if you were to become president, while Madam VP Kamala Harris will be much better on the economy than what President Trump was?
Now, it's not about being better than Trump. It's about being better than Joe Biden. That should be the main thing. I mean, of course, you wouldn't try to say that you can be better than the guy that had the better economy, but if you are coming from the administration, you're the vice president right now, today, 2024. The president is Joe Biden. Under the Biden-Harris administration, and I'm sorry for the freeze frame, looking like a fish, it's crazy. But anyway, you guys had a bad economy under this administration. So why do I think voting for you would give me a different result than what has already transpired under your administration as a vice president?
President Trump was.
Well, so I'm really glad you brought that up, Shannon. So first of all, let's clear up certain myths.
Okay.
You know those checks that went out?
Yes. Those skimmies?
Right. Right.
Stimulus check.
Yeah, I know. Well, right.
They want to keep hinting that they want to keep talking about the stimulus checks, but it wasn't even about the stimulus checks. Like, she may be trying to convey the message that, oh, there were more checks under us. It's not about the checks. It's about the entire economy. It's about going to the store and not spending an arm and a leg in your firstborn child for a pack of chicken and a box of cereal. That's the point. That's the point. Not about a one-time check, but about the overall state of the economy. It was better under Trump than it was under you. So why should I vote for you if you brought me a bad economy worse than your predecessor, especially when your predecessor is running? Make it make sense. All right, so that's that. Again, I will link to the full thing in the box. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out Kamala Harris. Shout out Shannon Sharpe. I appreciate Shannon for opening the platform, and I hope he bring on Trump and they can talk, and it'll be the same kind of easygoing conversation as it was with Kamala. That'd be great. But shout out to him. Kamala, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much over. The ship is sinking. The ship pretty much has 90% of the mass of it underwater. Okay, it's a guy playing trombone or whatever it was in the Titanic as the ship is sinking, but ultimately it's done. It's a wrap. I'm not saying take the foot off the gas now. Everybody got to go out there and vote. If you've not done so, please do so. You could vote early. You could vote on the day of, whatever it is. Go out there and vote and make sure that they can't do nothing funny. Make sure that there's no room for error. Make sure that this election is resolved and we get President Trump back in office. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the Shannon Sharpe Kamala Harris interview? Did you watch the entire hour? Did you just see the clips? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. This was interesting. It wasn't necessarily a bad interview as far as her ability to talk. There was quite a bit of word salad. I'll put it to you this way. It wasn't the kind of interview you would expect from a presidential candidate. This person is not presidential. She's not qualified for the job. Okay, if she wants to be, this interview came off like she's trying to be a mayor of a mid-sized city. Or maybe if she wants to be the mayor of Oakland, California, go back to Oakland, California and deal with that. Okay, that makes sense. The president, she doesn't have it. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.